I want to ask about this movie, Tag. This is a true life story about real guys who've had a game of tag going for 40 years, right?
40 years.
Yeah. And what did you think when you first heard this was a real thing guys were doing?
I'm like, sure.
Yeah.
People are like, you think it's weird? No, I do the Eric Andre show. That's weird. Chris Silver asks, why does he always sound super baked? I don't know. I don't know why I sound super baked. It's my voice. I'm not baked now, but I had a 5 milligram weed mint because that's what I have to use to get through media.
That's true. Doing Eric Andre has really raised your bar for what counts as weird.
Yeah, what counts as weird is nothing.
So I want to ask about...
Harrison Barnes asks, anybody think Hannibal Buress can dunk? That was about 4 years ago. And the answer is, who knows then? Not now. When I was 31, maybe. I get excited doing it on video games, and I scream on a video game when I dunk like I actually did it in real life.
I would say he's in the new film Tag. Here's a clip.
Ooh, he's a road. It just gets to the point.
Yeah.
You don't want to spoil too much of the movie.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, he said Visa Rose. I'll go see that.
Once that Banaka money comes in, you're going to be able to afford a better shark costume. Because that looks like a shark ate you.
No.
Didn't bother to digest you.
It was deliberate, Conan, to have a horrible shark costume. Because I don't want to have a fancy shark costume because I want people to be able to relate to me.
Yeah, I like it.
And they were like, oh, I can't relate to Hannibal. Look how fancy his shark costume is.
You have a new television show idea.
I have a new TV show idea.
And you're going to pitch it for us here.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
It's a man on the street show. It's called, Hey, come here. This is my first time here in London. I think it's an awful place, but I'm willing to adjust. Yeah, so I just stand out on the street in like a high foot traffic area and I yell at people, hey, come here! Then they come over here and I say, what are your biggest regrets in life? And they tell me, and then I say, all right, now go over there. I like that y'all just have bank holidays here. It's nothing, it's not a person, it's not about a person. It's not about pillaging another country. It's, yo, the bank is closed.
I can't believe someone had that idea and it's like, it's working.
It's work and it's fun, man. And it makes me, when I'm on stage with a face with my own junk, it makes you work harder. Because there's nothing worse than bombing with your own face on yourself. You don't want to, so you have to crush when you're wearing this, man. Right. That's what people ask, when people ask me, what's the difference between England and Scotland? Scotland, they talk like, and English people say, literally.
Also, whenever people write things where people in the SNL cast have to play basketball players, it's so none of them have basketball player bodies, so it already looks like the joke is that none of these guys would play basketball.
Yeah, I didn't really write for everybody's strengths.